Hey everybody, this is Lydia D Beauty, and I wanted to do the power of makeup tag because I feel like makeup has been a huge part of my life, and it's very, very hard for me to go out the door bare skin, yet I found the confidence to post my bare skin on YouTube for all the world to see, and that's a big deal for me. So I decided to do this, the power of makeup tag, because I wanted to show you my transformation and what makeup means to me. So as you can see, I have no makeup on my face. It's very hard for me. I think at first when I started filming, I was petrified to be on camera with no makeup because everyone's used to seeing me with makeup on. I've just always worn makeup ever since high school, and high school for me was a huge deal because I was not a popular kid. I was just the awkward, silent one, and makeup was a way for me to get people to kind of come up to me, or me come up to somebody and talk to them, and that was my way of communicating with people, I guess. I didn't wear much back then, but I know in college I started getting more adventurous and actually matching my eyeshadow to my clothes. So every time I wore like a pink dress or a pink skirt or a pink top, I would put pink eyeshadow, and that made me feel so cool. I don't know why, it just made me feel really good. So for me, makeup has always been a huge deal. The fact that I've already, and if you've seen my It Girl video, I did talk about my dermatillomania, which is an anxiety disorder. It's called a skin picking disorder, but it's not because we want to hurt ourselves. It's a whole other anxiety thing that only people with severe anxiety or anxiety in general can understand. Just like people, I have relatives that pluck their eyebrows out until there's nothing there, or somebody that just is OCD. It's just kind of like that. But with my dermatillomania, makeup has been a way to kind of hide that, as well as putting long sleeves and long pants on that would hide what I was dealing with. And makeup was a way for me to really put what I felt inside onto my face, instead of people looking at my face and going, oh my god, what is your problem? You have like some sort of disease or something. That's what makeup is to me. Makeup was a way to show the inner beauty that I knew I had within and let it shine out in my face, because the face is the first thing people see. That's the connection people see. So for me to wear the makeup, they'd be like, oh, I like your eyes, or oh, I like this. They don't see what anxiety disorder I am going through. So it was a way to hide that, but now I use it as more of a way to express myself, since I am an artist. So why I wanted to do this Power of Makeup challenge, because my art and my makeup go hand in hand. They really do. They are one in my world. They are a way to express myself in an artistic form. Makeup for me has now evolved to an artistic form. A lot of moms here, where I live, don't wear a lot of makeup. And I'm a mother of a 7-year-old and a 3-year-old. And for me to be on full face glam, a lot of people look at me like, what the heck? You need to slow down and tone it down. They're like, natural is better. I've been told that being a natural beauty is the best thing in the world. But for me, I'm like, okay, it is the best thing in the world, but not for me. For me, makeup is my thing. It's my world. It's what I love. It makes me feel powerful. Putting on a red lip, to me, it empowers me. It's not because it's a lipstick or what brand it's from. It's because that color, that feeling of having a red lip just makes everything feel good. It feels amazing to feel empowered and then get complimented at the store like, wow, I love your eyes. How did you do that? I love the compliments. I never was one to take compliments. I hate compliments, actually, but it's nice to feel that people notice the artistry that I put into my makeup, and not because I just love wearing a full-faced makeup and I'm vain. I'm not vain. I'm actually the most humble person you'll ever meet. But for me, makeup has always been a way to express myself in an artistic way. Like I said, I'm a painter. I love painting and creating these pieces that have a character of their own. And I believe that every time I put on a different look, it brings out a certain inner character that I know I possess. And it kind of just makes me feel a certain way. So with that said, I am going to be doing half of my face to show you the transformation that I go through when I wear makeup, and then leave my other half bare so you can see the difference between the two. And this is not in any way to make people that are natural looking and have skin imperfections that don't like wearing makeup to feel bad. No, this is a way to inspire people to understand that makeup is not a vain thing. It is a beautiful thing. It is a way for women to feel powerful, and it depends on the person. If you like wearing makeup, if you don't like wearing makeup, find what makes you feel powerful and own it. Makeup makes me feel powerful, so I'm going to own it. So let's get on with this tutorial. I'm going to show you what favorite look I like to wear on one half of my face, and of course leave the other half bare. I think I'm going to do this half of my face with makeup, and then this half of my face, I don't know. I might switch them around. I don't know. I'm going to do this half of my face with makeup, this half of my face with no makeup. That sounds better because I have a little bit more acne scarring, so I can show you the power of transformation. So let's get on with it. So first, my camera's crooked. So first I wanted to use the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer to prime my skin, and I'm going to put it on the half that I'm doing makeup on. Just so that I can prime my skin and make it feel fresh. So I like doing that. And then I'm going to take the Smashbox Primer, the Photo Finish Primer, and if I can squeeze some out, I got this in my Ipsy bag and I like use it to bits. So, and I prime my skin so that I can prep. Now on to foundation. This is my favorite foundation, and I'm going to be using my e.l.f. stipple brush because it does apply it really nice. And this foundation covers everything, and like I said, this is not meant to mask who I am. This is meant to just make me feel confident, you know? And I know I have a huge like burn right there, so that's important to cover up for me. And then I have a pimple right there. Great, story of my life. So I'm just going to do one half of my face. And this is a little dark for me, but it's okay. We'll roll with it. Now on to concealer. Foundation sometimes doesn't do it for me because I have a lot of dark spots. And then I kind of use a lighter concealer lately because this foundation is too dark. So I just kind of use a lighter concealer, and because I spot conceal like crazy. So because I have a lot of imperfections, and then I take my finger, sometimes my stipple brush, but if I have or need extra coverage, I'll just go ahead and use my fingers to my Maybelline Age Rewind in the brightener color to kind of conceal the dark circles. I never used to conceal my under eyes because I never really had puffiness or dark circles, but well, with age, you're gonna get more. So, I mean, I'll be 32 next month, so. Now on to brows. I actually put my brows on first before I start setting my powder because, yeah, I mean, I don't want to put, I just want to sketch them out in case I mess up. I can just easily just wipe it away. So, I'm just going to fill, and this is taking me, I think, a year or two to grow out my brows where they look nice. So I'm just going to kind of slightly fill them in, so I'm just kind of taking off some excess, and I'm not going to like carve them out too much because usually I carve them out, but I want them to look as natural as possible because I do wear a lot of colors on my face, so having a natural brow has been a must for me. Then I just kind of brush it upwards to mimic the hairs. Now I go into my Kat Von D, and as you can see, I've used it to death. I've hit pan on the banana shade, but I use this Kat Von D contour palette because I use it to kind of accentuate the natural features that I have, or kind of like really carve out my skin or carve out my face. And I like to brighten up my eye area with this, so I'm just taking a mixture of the banana shade and that light vanilla shade and just kind of putting it under here to brighten my under eye area so I don't look like a sleepy. Now to set everything with my L'Oreal Infallible powder. This is in the shade Nude Beige. So I just go over and set all of my foundation because I'm super oily. So I already primed my eyes. I forgot to press play or record. What? Okay, so I already primed my eyes with the Rimmel Exaggerate Undercover Shadow Primer. I like it because it works like the NARS one. And I'm actually going to be using my Shade Light palette from Kat Von D, because this, as an artist, you appreciate this. You know, you appreciate that this can actually contour the eyes and make them look three-dimensional. And that's usually what I strive for when I do my paintings, making them look three-dimensional, making them look real life. Of course, I have a style that I think is okay, but a lot of people would be like, well, that's not realistic, but that's not the idea. Anyways, I'm going to take this banana shade here, or what is this shade? Ludwin? And I'm just going to set my primer down with it. So I'm just going all over and setting that primer. Now onto the eyes. I usually like doing a smoky eye. However, I already set my, I'm such a dork, I forgot to do the pencil first, but no matter, these are very pigmented. I'm going to take this peach shade right here in the palette, and I'm going to run this in my crease with an Avon fluffy brush. Okay, now I'm going to go in with my lid shade, and I've been debating, do I want to do black or do I want to do brown? And I'm going to go black because I'm doing dramatic. That's me, I'm drama, and I love the color. Well, it's not a color, it's a shade, but I like black. So I probably should have done my foundation last, but oh well. I'm just kind of pressing this onto the eye, and this is the black shade in the Kat Von D Shade Light palette. And I'm not going to bring it too far into the crease because I want to be able to blend it out. Just kind of packing that on there. And I'll grab my fluffy brush and just go in and soften that black line up. Just blend, 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 blend until it's well blended. So I'm going to take this fluffy brush that I used to pack on the first color, that Ludwin color, the beige, and use it to kind of blend out things again. I know this is a concealer brush, but I use it to really blend when I'm doing a smoky eye. And of course I've lost the black, so I'm going to go in and pack that on again. The key is to building. I mean, usually my go-to look is like a wing. I'll put tape to make a wing shadow look or wing smoky eye, but I felt like just doing a regular smoky eye right now. That's what I feel today. Then I'm going to take this brown shade right here. It's like a warm brown shade, and make sure you tap off the excess. And then put that into the crease so you can add a transition from the black to the brown, and then you'll add more on there. I like bringing my smoky eye up a lot more. I don't know, I just like doing that. Alright, so I blended off camera because I forgot to press record again. Silly me. I'm going to take this synthetic brush. This is from, it used to be the Bare Essentials, but I've had this forever. I use it for my Colourpop shades. And I'm going to pick up this warm shade again, this warm peach shade, and I'm going to put that above the brown to soften that brown up. I know I have a lot of like weird fallout, but that's okay. It's all okay. So next I'm going to take a flat brush, but I don't want to take that. Take a flat brush and use this shade right here and put this on the brow bone to highlight. Then I'll also take this beige shade here. It's just a tad darker than that one. I don't know why I couldn't talk. And I'm just going to clean up this area right here. Just kind of blend this area. And I know the black looks a little lost, but I'm going to add something special to it, I think. I think so. This is not like my everyday go-to look. It's just a look that I love wearing. So now I'm going to do the lower lash line, and I'm going to be taking the black. Okay, I have to take a quick break. My son needed to find his nunchucks. So I'm just going in with that black shade, and I do like putting black shadow in my waterline. It's just my preference. And in my tight line. You can use a gel liner. Not everybody likes doing this. So now I'm going to go in with this kind of flat brush, and I'm going to take this warm brown orange and smoke out the lower lash line. And I feel like putting something special onto the black, and that's going to be the Metamorphosis palette by CoffeeBreak with Dani, and this is the shade Kindness. And I'm going to use my fingers and just kind of dab that on top of the black, so it makes this smoky eye a little bit more special, I guess. And these are called transformer shades, so they do transform the eyeshadow look really nice. Like, I love these. It's very sheer, but it adds that duochrome finish. As you can see. I don't know if you can see that. It's really nice. I like it. Being with that transformer shade, I'm going to take the shade Hope from that same quad from CoffeeBreak with Dani, and I'm taking my finger and I'm just going to apply Hope to the inner corner to brighten it up. And just kind of blend a little bit, and then take it a little bit on the brow bone, just a tiny bit. Just to make this eye look transformed, because that's the whole point of this video. I'm transforming myself, half of myself, so you can see that. So let's continue on with our eye look. Alright, so now I'm going to do a wing liner, because I love doing wing liners. I'm using my Kat Von D tattoo liner in Trooper. And this is how I do my liner. I don't do it wing and then back through. I am not coordinated, so I start on the inner corner and then just sketch it out. And then I'll go in and kind of darken it a little more and fill in the space. Like so. There's my wing. Then I'm going to apply my Lash Sensational Mascara from Maybelline. Just about done with this thing. And I'm going to apply my mascara. Try not to make a mess here, because I tend to make a mess with my mascara. Light palette. So I use my shade Light palette, and I take this flat brush that I got in my Mark Glow Delicious bronzer. It comes with this little brush, and I kept it after I threw it out, and I kept it so that I can use it in my hollows of my cheekbone area, or cheek area. I don't know what I'm talking about. Just to kind of carve out my contour. I don't go heavy on the contour, actually. I don't like doing that. But then I'm going to take this blush brush from Vasanti, and I'm going to take the warmer shade, because I took the cooler shade to contour, and then I'm taking the warmer shade to bronze and warm up my skin just a tad. I take it up here and right there. And I'm going to add just a little bit more warmth with the Sun Club Brunette's Darker Skin. It's a matte bronzing powder from Essence. And you saw it in my video Monday. I used it to bronze my skin up. Alright, now on to blush. The blush I want to use today is, this one is what, Rose Garden? Yeah, Rose Garden from NYX. It is the powdered blushes, and they still have them on the NYX website, so check it out. And I just put some on apples of my cheeks. And then I'm actually going to use this, it's a painter's brush, but it's a little bit of a fan brush, and I'm going to use it to kind of highlight my skin, and I'm going to be using my favorite highlighter at the moment, and probably everybody's, Champagne Pop from Becca by Jaclyn Hill. I'm just going to put this on top of my cheekbones to highlight. I mostly like doing matte looks. Usually if I do a smoky eye like this, I like to do some subtle lipstick color, but I've been dying to use my Exorcism color from Kat Von D. So I usually don't line my lips. I don't know why, I probably should, but I'm gonna just go into it. That's it. So here's my transformation. One side of my face versus my bare face. I have a lot of acne scarring, and then I have a lot of glam. So this is what I love to do. I love to transform myself and make myself feel powerful with the power of makeup. Makeup to me is something not to cover up your flaws, but to enhance your beauty. And I feel like my beauty comes from within, and the colors that emulate that I create myself, you know, I create these looks. So I'm an art piece, you know, I feel like I'm an art piece. I'm my own art, my own canvas. So I'm creating this canvas from a blank slate to something that I truly enjoy and love wearing. So the power of makeup is something that I'm truly, truly proud of. This tag is so fun. If you haven't tried it, I encourage you to try it, because people need to understand that makeup is not it's not vain. It's just to give us that power that we've either never had or always knew we had. So this tag is amazing. Thank you, NikkiTutorials, for doing that video. If you want to check out her video, I'll link it down below. Also, check out PatrickStarr, Ivana Who, ThatGirlShaeXO. They have really good messages in their videos with the power of makeup. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys got inspired to try it, half of your face, and explain what makeup means to you. To me, it's an art form, and it's a way to make me feel really powerful and confident in myself, and it's not to cover up who I am, it's to emulate who I am. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye! Mwah.